to get comfortable here. So it's a beautiful day out here right now. I am just hanging out at the park right now. Felt like going live for a minute, just seeing what's going on with you guys. What's up, Earth Angel 1111? Trying to see if I can hold this camera in a comfortable way. I wish I had my tripod right. So yeah, we're just chilling right now. I just had a little short meditation session, was just, you know, taking some time for myself. I was gonna go live a little bit earlier, but I'm kind of glad that I had that little moment for myself. Went for like, I've been getting up in the morning and going for like a jog in the morning. I feel like it's really been helping out a lot. Because usually I got in the habit, like I'd get up in the morning and like I'd watch like tarot readings, or I'd watch videos when I get up, and just kind of sat around for a while. And I feel like I was getting kind of comfortable like waking up every day, and like, I don't know, I just feel like my day is better when I get up and I'm like active and I'm doing something. I'd rather be like going out getting some exercise than like sitting around for like 2 hours in the morning, like waiting to get, my day started. And I feel like I kind of waste a lot of time that way. So Mindset Mafia, what's going on? Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and the Most High, the Lord Jesus Christ, Heavenly Fathers here in spirit, prayers going up for protection and abundance. God bless. God bless you. Yeah, I've seen some of you guys were commenting on some of my videos. I haven't gotten to the comments yet. It gets difficult sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, keeping up with the channel and like my everyday life as well, because right now I'm kind of looking for a job. I was unemployed for a while, and I was really putting a lot of my time and effort into this channel, and I'm hoping that that doesn't affect me working on the channel, me getting a job and stuff like that. I'm really hoping that I'm still going to be able to pour into this channel like I have been, keeping up with the shorts, keeping up with posting regularly, getting on live streams, checking in with you guys, seeing how you guys are doing, making posts regularly, stuff like that. Yeah, I believe everything in my life is a blessing from God. I really truly like don't take credit for a lot of things in my life. Like, even whenever I accomplish certain things in my life, I really understand it was all a direct result of God coming into my life and really helping me through certain situations. Like, I don't even feel like I would be here if not for God's intervention in my life. I was going through a really, difficult time at one point in my life. I had a lot of issues. I had a lot of addictions. I had a lot of things that I was dealing with behind the scenes. I was really suffering in silence for a long time in my life. And I just realized, I guess one day I kind of woke up and was just like, I don't want to live my life like this forever. I don't want to live my life suffering behind the scenes in silence, you know. I do believe that I do believe that the spiritual world and my guides and the angels and are looking out for me. Sometimes I get kind of like, I don't know. It seems like I get frustrated, or I wonder if, you know, I question my faith sometimes, and it's not very often because I have a very strong faith. I believe in God. I believe that, you know, there's a reason and a purpose for everything, and I feel like He has shown me that through a lot of synchronicities and signs in my life. Um, he's given me a lot of tangible evidence of his presence in my life, which is really good that I can refer back to that. I'm glad that he gave me those experiences so that whenever I'm lacking in faith, I can always look back and know, like, not just believe, but know that God is in my life, working in my life, fighting for me in my life. And I'm very grateful for that. Anything that I get in this life that is tangible and real, any achievements that I get, I definitely give that credit to God. And no, it's fine. You know, I leave the chat open for people to speak. You know, I sometimes, to my own detriment, because a lot of people like to come on here and, you know, troll and whatnot, what have you. But you know, I thought about I thought about shutting the chat off, or shutting the comments off when I go live um, at certain times, because just because it's like, I don't know, like I feel like it distracts me. But also I want you guys to be able to speak and say what you're going through and what's going on in you guys' life, and I want to create a dialogue with the people that I'm speaking to on this channel. So I want you guys to be able to speak. I want to create, you know, a relationship between me and the people that are viewing me, that are watching me on this channel. I don't want to be estranged from my community, which I feel like there was an energy that was really wanting to like estrange. I gotta look up the definition of that word exactly, but disconnect me, keep me disconnected from my community, keeping me from speaking, like having a relationship with the people that are watching me. And I feel like that was done purposefully. A lot of people will come on, they'll say hateful things, they'll say little weird stuff, trying to get me to react to them, and I just ignore it because I know if I react, number one, that's what they want me to do, and two, I just don't have time for it. Like, I'm trying to get messages out. I'm trying to. I'm not trying. I'm doing it. I'm getting messages out and stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunately, you know, being a person who is getting the truth out there and is speaking the truth, not taking bribes, not taking like a lot of these other spiritual, not nothing against other people in the spiritual community. I love my soul family, I love my soul group, but there are people who have, I feel like, taken certain bribes to shut up, to not speak the truth, to not say certain things, and I'm just not one of those people. And I'm on here to just speak it how it is. I'm not here to try to spin illusions and fantasies, and I'm really here to, you know, speak it as spirit wants me to. And I always pray that. I always pray that Spirit allows for me to speak the words that God wants me to speak, and the message that He wants me to get across to you guys, um, unfiltered, like the truth, and that He gives me the strength to do that. Jan 3DO 384, what's going on? Positive vibes every day, all the time. Positive vibes. And yeah, I was feeling it very heavily, maybe like a month ago, a month and a half ago, where I really felt that energy heavy of like not wanting me to speak. I really had to fight through that to continue getting the messages out there for a minute. It was really difficult for me. I'm not gonna lie, and I had a lot of stuff that I had to do. Protection work, praying, uh, just a lot of protection stuff, a lot of things I had to do, inner work that I needed to do so that I could continue putting the messages out there, and continuing to stay balanced, continuing to stay centered, all that stuff. And it's a work, it's a daily practice. It's not easy. It may sound easy to certain people, but it may look easy, but it's not easy. It's not easy to get up every day, get some exercise, raise your vibration, eat well, make the choices on a daily basis that you know are for your highest and greatest good, and that is going to make you feel your optimal self so that you can perform. It's not easy, but I continue making a habit of doing those things every day. You don't think that, in when you're in the moment, you don't really think that these little choices make a difference, but the choices you make every day, they build up and they build up and they build up, and then it becomes a day, becomes a week, becomes a month, becomes a year. And if you're doing that stuff all the time, it's going to have an effect on your body. And that's what I realized with my addiction as well. When I was going through the drug addiction and everything like that, I was like, if I keep doing this to myself, I'm gonna be looking like, not just looks wise, but just, I'm not gonna be doing good. And drugs take their toll, and I've had my struggle with that. And it took a long time. It took a lot of reprogramming the mind. It took a lot of reprogramming myself. Um, and what I mean by that is changing my own belief systems, speaking good things over my life, changing my belief systems, um, forgetting things that I thought were true and replacing them with the real truth, and then acting on that, and not only just changing the thought, but changing the behavior. And that was something that took years to do, and I'm still working on it to this day. I'm still, there's still days where I wake up and my old self is there, and I have to deal with that, and I have to stay strong for not only myself, but for the people that follow me on this channel, and for the people that expect the best from me. Yeah, and I appreciate that. I know that there are certain entities, energies, people, if you will. We all know that it's not a fight of, physical bodies. This is an energy. It says, it says in the Bible, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, and spiritual wickedness in high places, meaning the heavenly realms, the spiritual world. So we know that this isn't a battle of people, it's more a battle of energies and spirits, a spiritual battle. So I appreciate that. Anybody who, is out here sending me that positive energy. Empress of Hope, what's going on? Glad to see you here. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm doing the best I can, and right, I just had such an excellent meditation session. It was so good. I just could feel spirit just telling me to just take a moment to myself and really just get in that meditation mode. And I just saw all these beautiful things that could be possible for my life, and that I really want to make a reality. I want a better life for myself. And the situation I've been in the past year, it hasn't been easy. I returned back home and I've been around family, and these are things that I had to confront in my life. I couldn't run away from them forever. I feel like I was running away for a long time from certain responsibilities and certain people in my life. And sometimes we just got to face it. And I think that's what I'm doing here right now, is just facing and confronting the issues that I ran away from in my past. And it's really allowing a miraculous healing to take place. And I do believe that for a lot of you guys as well, going through this process with me and going through your own journeys, going through your own processes, going through everything you guys are going through as well. So we're all in this together. We're all going through this together. And as long as we keep that unity, I think that things will move forward in a really positive way. Yeah, I truly do believe that. I truly do believe that I am a co-creator with God. We are co-creators with God, with Source, to usher in heaven on earth. Right? It's like people always talk about how talk about hell and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know if there's an everlasting burning torturing fire in the afterlife. There may be. I don't know that. I haven't died yet in this lifetime. Maybe I've died in previous lifetimes. I don't know. But I feel like heaven is truly a place that we create here on earth. And that is through our belief systems, through us, through the reprogramming, through the inner work, changing those negative belief systems. And I'm not one of those people that's all about toxic positivity. Like, I'm realistic. I understand that negativity exists, darkness exists. Um, Bad things happen. I think it's what it is accepting that bad things are going to happen, but you choose to live life anyways, and you choose to get up every day and choose happiness anyways, and make the best of your life, no matter what challenges are thrown at your way. Lita, what's going on? I believe in hell, but the thing is like, I believe, like, because I believe I was in my own personal hell. And if I were to die when I was in that addiction, when I was in that fire, when I was facing that trial, I surely probably would have been in hell. But I truly believe that we create our own personal hell through these negative cycles and patterns, and just, you know, I feel like that people make their own personal hell. And if you are in that, you're experiencing that hell when you pass over. I mean, I don't know, like I said, like, yeah, we have spiritual books that talk about hell and what it's like and stuff like that, but none of us have died or knows what it's like to die. I mean, many of us have been here a lot of lifetimes, but I don't know. So I don't try to act pretend like I know, because I guess we'll all find out. But I would rather be safe than sorry and live my life in a pure way, live my life in a good way, choose right. Everybody has to learn from their experiences. Everybody has to learn from their mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Not everybody's perfect. I was certainly not perfect. I went through a lot of, I've screwed people over. I've been screwed over. I wasn't always the best person, but I had to learn from those mistakes. I had to learn from my own selfishness, from my own self-centeredness, and always thinking that I'm the only person that matters when that's not true. Um, you got to keep yourself number one, of course. Keep yourself number one. Believe in yourself. Put yourself first. But because if you're not good, you can't take care of others. You got to take care of yourself first. Sometimes you do have to be selfless and put others before you, and I understand that. But from my perspective, I really want to make sure that I'm good and that I'm taking care of myself. I'm not people pleasing everybody. I'm not giving all of myself to everybody else and then having nothing for myself at the end of the day. I'd rather at least take care of myself and then, take care of other people. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mindset Mafia. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Like making sure that you're taking care of yourself. And it's not selfish to do that. It's not selfish to focus on yourself. Um, we need to do that. But we need to take care of others first. We got to put others first sometimes. It depends. There's a lot of different circumstances for that. But I'm saying, like, you know, when you're giving and giving and giving and people pleasing and giving, and then you have nothing left for yourself, that's very toxic. And that could be very, very destructive to your own personal well-being. Exactly, Autumn. You are your number one priority. If your cup is empty, you can't help others, for sure. Yes. And Mindset Mafia, biggest weakness of an empath: when you're out and about and you want to help others but not helping yourself. Yes. Yeah. Empress of Hope. A lot of the lessons we were learning through the last Virgo moon, what's the stop was to stop giving so much of yourself to people who won't help themselves. Yeah. Like kind of like casting your pearl to swine. That verse in the Bible, it talks about like giving of yourself to people who are just so not deserving of it, people who are just gonna eat up your pearls and shit in your face pretty much. Excuse my language, but I mean, it is what it is. You have to be able to accept it. You have to be able to see it when it's there. That this person is not going to change, and being able to see that, know that, and just stop yourself from giving to that person. And it's hard, especially when you care about somebody. You want the best for somebody. You love somebody. You want them to succeed. You want them to grow. You want them to get it, but you can't force someone to get it. Just like I couldn't be forced to get it. I had to have a spiritual awakening. I had to have God intervene in my life in order for me to get it. And the way that happened was kind of extraordinary. Maybe it wasn't like other people have had it happen, but it was a way God knew I would understand it. And that's how God works. That's how spirit works. That's how source, the universe works. It speaks to you in a way you will understand it. And Whether that's through signs, synchronicities, things that you see in your everyday life. That was one of the ways the universe got my attention, was through these little signs, hearing certain songs on the radio, seeing certain number synchronicities over and over again. Even though, um, for me, the number synchronicities thing, it's, you see a number synchronicity, for me that's just confirmation to me. Like, it depends on when I see it and what I'm doing when I see it. um, I'll just take it as I'm on the right path, or just kind of like a wink from the universe letting me know that I'm doing the right thing, or yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do believe that. I wish and hope, not even wish, I really truly want everybody to wake up to their own personal heaven, and wake up to the idea that life doesn't have to be as bad as we make it, because really life is as bad as we make it. It's like, life can be really bad at times. Bad things happen, like I said, but we can choose to, we have the choice at the end of the day, and we can choose to make it worse by going out and doing some behaviors that we know we're going to regret later, that will may bring us some kind of temporary happiness, but it's just going to make it worse. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of feathers lately on the ground. Just walk. I spend a lot of time outside. If you guys couldn't notice, I have a lot of, I have a tan going right now. I've been outside a lot lately. I've been, spending a lot of time in nature outside. I've been seeing a lot of feathers lately, dragonflies. I had a ladybug come land on me not too long ago. I made a short of that, which was pretty cool. Um, I've been seeing a lot of signs lately, so I know that there's a major change coming. I know that is for good. Good things are coming. Um, Christ brought us a kingdom and not a religion. Yes, I completely agree with that. I think that when it comes to the religious stuff, I think people get kind of big headed. They think that they're perfect, and they get into this mode of like, they are these sinless beings that, we have to see our own faults. We have to be able to see that we are fallible people. We make mistakes, and that's why Christ came, so that we could have that forgiveness, so that we could have that hope, that we are forgiven, to forgive ourselves first and foremost, to know God forgave us, and to know that we can forgive ourselves for the faults that we've done. And well, divination is a tool. So I don't think divination is a religion. I mean, I think people make a religion out of it, and they can do that just like people can make a religion out of anything. I mean, look at what was that one thing? People make ridiculous religions all the time. And sometimes it's just like I've seen this one group, they made a religion about Steven Seagal, and they made Steven Seagal Christ. So you can make a religion out of anything, you know what I mean? I think divination is a tool, and you can use that tool for good or bad. I think people, and a lot of people, some people in the tarot community, a lot of them could be very religious, just like anywhere else in the world. um it's all about how you use it. For me personally, with the tarot card stuff, um my hope is that when I use them, it's for good, and that it helps enlighten other people, and helps to get messages out that are going to help other people, um, and bring light, bring truth. to the situation. I've been thinking about doing more individualized readings, like on specific topics like that are going on in the world. I think that's what I'm going to start doing more of, instead of just the collective readings all the time, the general collective readings. And also getting on here more and speaking to you guys live, so that I could get a better understanding with the community that's watching me, just to keep up with you guys, see how you guys are doing. Chat. I love coming on here and chatting with you guys. Um, Fake prophets everywhere, fake teachings, yes. And that's another thing, is like we have to be aware. We've got to be aware of the people we're watching, the things we're taking in, even with the things I say. And it's, I have to watch what I say. And like I said in the beginning of this live stream, like I have to pray and ask God, please let me say the things that you want me to say. Bring the people that you want me to speak to me, and allow for me to speak whatever needs to be spoken, the truth. And and for people to use their discernment, their greater knowledge, and whatever I say. See, and that is another thing. Yeah, the Bible has been manipulated. We have to understand that. The Bible it didn't come down from the clouds above. It didn't come down from, it was written by a man. We need to understand that. It doesn't mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater. Okay? Like, there's significant things in the Bible that have been recorded. I think that there's a lot of significance to the Bible. I think there's a lot of good stuff in there. I think that people can learn from it, and it's a good tool. But you need to understand, I would ask anytime you open up your Bible for Spirit to show you the truth, and to really, enlighten you to what you're reading. And that reminds me, I need to open up my Bible more. I need to do that more. Yeah, God will show you. He'll lead you to the scriptures that you need to read, and what is good and what is true and what is right. And like I always remember the scriptures. Greater is he who's within me than he who's in the world. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. All tongues risen against me shall be condemned. um, I am the head, not the tail. Stuff like that. Empowering stuff that empowers your spirit, that strengthens your spirit. Scriptures about God's mercy and his love to us. Because I feel like the more we focus in on the judgment part, the more we judge ourselves for the things we do. And I found myself doing that when I was in that Christian life. I was going back and forth in my mind. Am I condemned to hell, or am I not condemned to hell? Am I saved? Am I not saved? Am I saved? Oh, I'm saved today. Tomorrow I'm not saved. It's very difficult. And when you're in that religious system, to really come up, to really free your mind from that, it's I really feel like it's like a very binding situation. And so that's why I tell people, be careful when it comes to, like, religion and the Bible. But if you understand that and know that, also there's two different testaments. There's the Old Testament, which we were under the law, under the Old Testament, under the 12 commandments. Then there's the New Testament, if you believe in the whole Bible as a whole. The New Testament was Jesus Christ came to save us from our sins, so that we would not be condemned to hell. And so if you believe the Bible as a whole, you understand that you are a forgiven, Christed, anointed being, And but there's certain religions, they only believe in the Old Testament, they only believe in the law, they obey the law, they're under the law. But we know everybody's sinners, everybody has sinned, everybody has fallen short of the glory of God and has sinned, everybody. So we know those people who claim that they do no sin are liars. So it's that was an understanding that I had to come to when it came to the Bible, was like the whole thing. Okay, well, am I under law or am I under God's grace? And that is up to you to determine that. I can't tell that for you, but I've come to the conclusion that I'm under God's grace and mercy, and that He's forgiven me. I've been able to forgive myself. Be love, what's going on? Exactly. Everybody has sinned. Everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has gone through that in their life. And, there's scriptures in the Bible that back that up. Jesus went against the Pharisees, they were teachers of the Torah, of the Old Testament, the law. And, there's scriptures about Jesus confronting the Pharisees and, calling them out, pretty much saying, you guys are sinners. And because you can't admit to your own fault, uh, you know, I'm paraphrasing here, of course. Sometimes I feel bad for kicking people off my channel. There's times where, like, certain people will say something and I'll be like, you know what, it's whatever, I'll let them go. And then they just keep going, and I'm like, well, I'd put them on a timeout, but sometimes I just ban them from the channel, and maybe I should be a little bit more lenient with that. I don't know. Um, it's just, this is what I'm doing with my life right now. I do tarot readings. I use the cards to get the truth out. I use the cards to give messages to other people. And that's where I'm at in my life right now. And I feel like the tarot cards have really shown me a lot of truth in my own life, and have helped me kind of uncover my own truth, has helped me investigate my own story, my own life, and has helped me get answers that I don't think I would have been able to get any other way. Do I think like tarot cards are like the end all be all? Like, no. Like, I think they're just a tool that I use. Obviously, I'm on here on live, I'm speaking to you guys now, I'm not using the cards now, we're just talking. So I like doing videos more like this, where I'm just communicating with my community, and just talking with you guys and talking about these issues and these spiritual things, because I think it's really important. And yeah, I'm under this little tree right now. It's really beautiful out here, and there's a lot of flies out here, but um, I've seen this tree quite a few times, and I took a picture by it the other day, and it's really cool. It's like a little tree house. Kind of like a tree goes up, and then like the leaves come down over it. So it's like a little hut, a little nature hut. I think it's, it's accepting that and being able to say, you know what, yeah, I've sinned in my life. I haven't always done the right thing. I haven't always been on the right path, but I wanna do better. And I think it's that want to do better that is really, it's very transformative, and it enables us to understand our own faults, but want to do better. And as long as you're continuously moving forward, and you're not looking back to that previous version of yourself, even though it's going to be there, it's going to pop up certain days. Your old self will be there, waiting for you. But um, just keeping faith and belief that you can be a better person today. You don't have to resort back to old behaviors, old cycles, old patterns. I'm a I'm a enormous. What's going on? I like the name. That's cool. Um, yeah, a little treehouse. Yeah, I think it's essential to keep things positive, and it's not like that toxic positivity shit. Like just keeping things, having a positive outlook on your life, not always focusing in on the negative, knowing that the negative is there, it exists, it's in life. We all experience negativity in one form, one fashion or another. We all go through that. It exists. Bad things are going to happen, but just coming to an understanding that, yes, bad things are going to happen in my life. I understand that. I accept that. I'm going to move forward in my life anyways, and I'm going to choose happiness. I'm going to choose to live out each and every day the best I can, taking whatever steps forward that I can each and every day. And before you know it, days, weeks, months, years go by, and you find yourself a completely new person just by changing a couple behaviors in your life. It's really incredible. Thank you for being here. I've been saving the data on my phone so that I could come on here and do these live streams. Because I think I get like, I don't know, like 6 gigs or something like that a month on my phone plan. So that's nice. And I could come out here, I can make a video out here. I don't have to be at home to do a reading. And I don't have to be at home to do a reading anyways. I could always make a pre-recorded message. But for some reason, my pre-recorded messages have not been getting out to as many people. I don't know why that is, if it's a YouTube algorithm thing. I'm not really sure. It's a little disappointing because it kind of deters me from wanting to do pre-recorded messages. But I've been going live more. I see that it seems that going live, I'm getting out to more people that way. So I feel like that's where Spirit is kind of leading me to do more live streams, practicing being live, being present in front of people, public speaking, stuff like that. Being comfortable speaking with other people, and with the community that watches me. I want to create a positive relationship with the people that watch me on this channel, and on other channels that I decide to create. Whittle treehouse. Yeah, it's kind of like a little baby treehouse, but it's nice. I don't know. I like sitting on the ground. I like getting I like getting in touch with the earth. I am an earth sign, so I feel like I've really been reconnecting with that part of myself. with nature, with the earth, and I think that's really helped me a lot in my own journey and my own healing. I think for a long time I was just a shut-in, and I didn't really come out much for a while there, and I kind of reclused myself from the world, isolated myself. I always kind of been a social butterfly type of person, and so that wasn't in my character, but I think that people made me that way, and it is what it is, I guess. I hope everybody's doing well, though. Thank you to everybody who's been showing up to my live streams, to my videos, checking out my channel, interacting with the chat. I love you guys. I'm an enormous Lita. Be love. I think I might go get a haircut today. Go do a few things. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm glad I got a chance to come on and speak with you guys. I might go live and do a tarot reading. I really don't like when people like with the whole tarot card thing, when people come on here and they try to condemn me because I use tarot cards. I just think that it's ridiculous, and I mean, people are entitled to their own opinion and whatever, but I just think it's a mindset, it's a worldview, it's a way, like somebody else mentioned, like they're programming us and stuff. And I do believe that we are programmed to think and behave a certain type of way. And if you're not if you're not able to think and act and feel in a way that you feel like you're supposed to be, I just feel like there's a lot of people condemning a lot of other people out here. How you doing? And I just don't think that's the way. I feel like that's a fear tactic. It's we can't fear people into believing in a higher power and source and the universe and God. I just feel like that's the wrong way of going about things. It's an internal change. If God wants somebody to change, if God wants somebody to believe in Him, He will come into their life. He or she or whichever energy you choose to call God. That's my own perspective. I refer to my higher power as a He. Um, All right, I think I'm gonna close out the live stream now. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I gotta go do some things, get some things done for the day, get my day started and whatnot. I love you guys so much. Thank you to those who showed up, who interacted with the chat. Like the video. If you didn't like the video, if you could like it so the messages get out there, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. If you want to be kept updated for when I go live and when I update new content, hit the notification bell. So, yeah, guys, I love you. Thank you. I will see you later.